And now, please welcome Jamiah Anise Adams of the NAACP. She will say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Ramadan Kareem. May peace be unto you all. I thank the Rumi Forum and the Turkish Friendship Association for this invitation, as well as my Imam Talib Sharif, and his beautiful wife, who is not here. Sister Tahira is not here today, right? But and Sister Fitra, who've extended this invitation to me this evening. I was asked to speak about dialogue among communities. So I just wanted to speak to you all briefly about that. I thought it only fitting to commence this speech with some words from Rumi. And bear with me, but I'm going to read a little here. This being human is a guest house. Every morning is a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Treat each guest honorably. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So those are words from Rumi, and I just thought that was fitting for this evening. I share these words because we as humans are kin in one family, and it is our goal to be kind and welcoming to one another. Ramadan is my favorite time of year because it embodies that. It embodies that approach. We as Muslims have a tradition. We have an opportunity to share our faith, our food, and our tradition with the greater American ummah, the greater American community during this time. It's time for us to break bread together, and it is time for us to reflect upon the words of, It's time for us to reflect upon the words of a God and contemplate being better people, being better Muslims. My work, particularly of late, adds on the challenge of Ramadan. I work for the oldest and largest civil rights organization, the NAACP. It was founded 106 years ago to combat racially motivated murder, killings of people who were African Americans. And it was started by a group of diverse Americans, both white and African American, and formed in New York City to combat this kind of violence. They were black and white, they were Christian, they were Jewish, and they knew that in order to solve a social ill, one couldn't just advocate for the community that they belonged to. They had to also advocate for all people, for what's right. Throughout my life, I've seen the power of working together, how when communities come together and work together for a cause, they are successful in that cause. It is essential, particularly in these times that we're dealing with, the strife that we're dealing with, that we work together. We're dealing internationally with the rise of rogue, nationless criminals wreaking havoc in power vacuums, while at home we're enduring civil rights assaults in the areas of voting rights, criminal justice, economic, and homegrown terrorism. History has dictated that when we work together across cultural lines, across faith, we resolve collectively to strengthen our movement. And during the civil rights movement in this country, people of faith, including Muslims, Christians, Jews, and other people of faith, came together for what was right. It is time for this to happen again. It is time for our collective silos to be struck, and it is time for dialogue among races and faiths that's common and constructive and strategic. It is time for us to come together not only to break bread, but to smash the ills that plague us both at home and abroad. And I know that the people in this room are committed to that dialogue and committed to that work. And I ask you to join me in coming together to fight for what's right. And I know that many of you already are engaged in this exhaustive fight. And I close with the words again from the great Rumi, Persian poet, who said, "I know you're tired, but come, this is the way." Thank you very much.